Okay, take two. Hey everyone, welcome back to Hey, What Are You Doing? I'm your host, Becca, and today we have a friend who's known me since we were like 5 or 6. And as I said in the last intro, I didn't kill him, but we did do driver's ed together and we made many stops to Dairy Queen together in that driver's ed car.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
It
Yeah,
is
that's good times.
Adam. Hi, Adam. And now
Hey
Thor.
guys. Yeah, this is Mr. Thor.
You guys missed if I can recover some of the recording from the other one, you can see Orville wanted to be the center of attention.
Yeah, he's over it now.
He's like, it didn't work the first time, so I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah, this guy is actually really cool with snuggling me, so he's the nice one.
He's very snuggly.
My other cat's like the guy, he knows he's hot, so he's a jerk, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
We all know one of those.
I
Oh, look at him. Anyway, I found the shoe. It was called Etnies. These guys, I wore these guys all the time.
I can't even see, like, I have like literally an ant-sized
Oh,
screen for you, so I'll take your word
that's
for it.
okay.
You'll have to text it to me later.
Yeah, we're not gonna try to mess anything up.
Yeah, no, let's not jinx it now.
We were talking about what shoes we wore in high school.
Nike Shocks for days. It
Yeah,
was more of a followed later, I think, back then, more than anything.
probably.
Cargo shorts and some Hollister gear. I don't know.
Oh my god. Oh, imagine.
For a kid back then, I don't think I could fit in the Hollister stuff.
You
I think
weren't
I had to go with
that
American.
big.
I was a little bit. I hit it well, but yeah, I was like Hollister was not my jam for sure. It was very showing at the time.
I wouldn't be sad about missing the popped collar trend if I were you. I
Oh,
would
with the puka shell necklace.
Yeah, and the white
Yeah,
sunglasses.
yeah. We had horrible fashion sense back then.
We really did. I was actually just thinking because my mom still has all my prom dresses, and I was like,
You
"I
serious?
we should sell those," and then I was like, "Wait, no one wants
Who's
those if
gonna buy
they're
them?
20 years old."
You're gonna wait another 5 years, and we'll be the old generation that everyone wants to copy, and you'll make a lot of money. So don't sell them
Ooh,
yet. It's an
good
investment.
thinking. Good
Yeah.
investment like our Beanie Babies.
Yeah, the Princess Diana one.
Yeah. Or the Pokemon cards. I heard some of those Pokemon cards
Ugh.
going for a lot right now.
Dude, don't even mention Pokemon cards to
Oh,
me.
no. Dang.
So my
Where are they?
parents, they moved. Well, I don't know where they're at. Is that's the problem. So I have a binder like yay thick.
Uh-huh.
Up till about 5 or 6 years ago, I still had them, and these are original run ones. And like my parents moved, and I saw them in a top of a box, and my mom overheard the movers say, "Man, I wish I still had my Pokemon cards," and they never were found again.
Oh,
So I think that
no.
had sticky fingers, those movers did, and they took my Pokemon cards. And I at least hope they kept them because, like, if you look up what some of those like ones when we were kids go for, they're like some of
Yes.
those cards are thousands.
I know. I told my mom, I said, "I need you to go through all of our totes," because I also had it was a purple binder that I kept all of them in.
Yeah, we all had them. Yeah, I had like a zip up one. I had some good ones.
Dang
Ugh,
it. Who's the moving company? Can I go hunt them
I
down?
don't know. I've let it go.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fair. But that's really unfortunate.
Oh man, yeah. Don't even do me started on Pokemon. But then now my niece and nephew are like more into it than anything, and they like have apps where they could look up each value of a card like immediately. Like it's just crazy.
Really?
Yeah, it's huge. It's like stupid. They go to conventions and they like cards go for a lot of money and they get them like graded where like they set them in, they put them like a little plastic thing with a letter, like how good it is. You know any of
Wow.
this? Yeah,
No.
it's a big deal. There he goes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go to my parents' house, I think, and search in their
Start digging, man. That's your 401k.
Truly. So obviously, Adam and I go way, way back, but we, as you guys can probably see if you're watching his background, Adam and I share a love of horror movies. Adam by far outdoes me in the love of them, but we get to talk about them. So Adam texted me and was like, "Let's watch some movies and talk about them." And I said, "Yes,
It was
let's."
more like I was a little insulted. You had to ask me to do this to talk about horror movies because I know, like, I see your tattoo post. Oh, look how big of a horror movie fan I am.
Did you see the
And
last
I
one? The one I
yeah,
got the other
Hereditary
day?
one? Hereditary and what else is it?
No, Midsummer and Jennifer's Body.
Oh, sorry, same director.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
Zoe actually that's one of Zoe's favorite horror movies
Is
is
Midsummer?
Jennifer's Body.
Oh, Jennifer
No, Jennifer's Body. Yeah, which
God, I
actually
love
way
Jennifer's
ahead of
Body.
its time. Way ahead of its time.
God, so good.
I took my dad to go see that.
No
Yeah.
way.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
took my
my
dad.
god.
I took my dad and my grandma to go see
Your
like everything. Grandma was spared on that one, but she's seen plenty, and she was a horror movie actor. She's the reason I'm into
mm,
horror. Actually, when I was
okay.
a kid, she used to have Stephen King books and stuff like that laying around. And like when I was like really little, I'd go stay with her for weekends,
Uh-huh.
and we would go to the local video store, and she would let me rent anything I wanted,
Oh,
like
really?
anything. Like so,
Oh,
by this probably explains how warped I am. But probably when I was 10 to 12, I had knocked out Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Child's Play.
oh my
Children of the
god.
Corn was a big one because we're Midwestern kids. So that's
Y
like scary.
obviously. You gotta get that
But yeah, a lot of the heavy hitters I've seen that or staying up late, like on Sci-Fi Channel, watching them.
ah,
So I've always been a horror buff. I like all movies. I'm a big movie buff, but I have a special spot in my heart for horror.
what is I have so many questions. I'm sure we've talked about it,
Sure.
but what is your favorite genre of horror? Because there's so many different, like, sub
I don't know. That's a tricky one because there's a difference between if I want an actual good horror movie, like something I think is, wow, that's well made and scary and it's awesome and it's really, well, it's classy, or I like really sleazy, trashy, so bad they're good horror movies, like something we're going to talk about later
I was gonna say, I
on
know
this
what
podcast. So it's got to be like so bad it's good, like not intentionally bad. Like Shark, that shit's cheating. That they're
yeah,
trying to be bad. Like a movie that originally set out to be good and failed in every way,
all of it.
and yeah, 100% failed, but still there's entertainment value. Like
Yeah.
that's the kind of stuff that I look for as far as horror movies go. So as far as like the good ones, like actually like classy, like ritzy horror movies, I love The Thing. Is probably my
Oh,
favorite. You seen The
yeah.
Thing?
It's been a
You s
very
Oh, you
long
gotta
time.
revisit that.
I
That's
know,
like
I
I that
haven't
might
since
actually
we were
be my
kids.
favorite movie of all time.
Really?
Oh, it's a masterpiece. Yeah, it's John Carpenter, the guy did Halloween.
Yeah,
It is a creepy the effects are like the best practical effects I've ever seen in a movie. I mean, it's
okay,
all just
I gotta watch
latex
it.
and fake blood. Yeah, rewatch that movie. Maybe so for Halloween, and then maybe you can get your next horror movie tattoo to be a Thing one
Yeah,
because they got some really cool artwork in there.
okay,
But, um but
that would
yeah,
be
as far as so bad it's good, we're gonna talk about one later, but we'll save that for later, I guess.
okay, so then I was gonna ask what your favorite scary movie is, but The Thing, you answered that
I would say
preemptively.
The Thing, but that's also something that rotates depending on I also like The Shining a lot.
You do love The Shining. I think you
Love it.
introduced me to The
Love The
Shining.
Shining. Yeah, I think I brought that over on a Blu-ray. We watched it at Lisa's
Yep,
one time. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was
I
fun.
watched that. I've seen those The Thing and The Shining, I've probably seen a lot, like maybe 50 times each.
Like, you could repeat all the lines,
I don't know, I'm not ever good at that, but like I watch them like probably once a year,
as you should.
at least. Yeah, 100%. But what about you? You're more you like Scream, right? Is that
I like
your
the slashers. Yeah,
okay? And I love slashers too. I mean,
but
technically, what I made you watch is one, so you're
right,
welcome.
exactly. I thought that's why you picked it because you knew I liked slashers.
I make you watch something that you'd be like, Adam, what the hell did you make me watch? That was
And that
also
is
my
what I
goal.
thought. I think that's
Yeah,
one of the notes that I wrote is, "What am I watching?" So, I did because I took notes on both of them,
yeah, I did too.
and
I did too a little bit because I always like stuff to say. We did dead air, but
yeah,
I
I s
wouldn't have a problem with that.
I said, "What the fuck am I watching?" So, I
Yeah,
did
I also had the same reaction when I watched it. Yeah, for sure. But yeah,
and
it's
then
incredible.
last night at Lisa's, we watched they've never seen Ready or Not, and I was talking about Ready or Not
Oh,
2 coming out, and they were like, "We've never
yeah,
seen the first one." I said, "Excuse me? It's a great movie. You need to
it's
watch
really
it."
fun.
So
It's
we
really
watched
fun.
it. Lisa, of course, being a realist, poked holes in everything, and I was like, "Just shh, Lisa."
Turn your brain off and
I know
enjoy
she's
the
listening.
fake, not real movie.
Yeah, yeah.
She could listen all she wants.
She's listening to us right now, but
She
she
could
kept
watch a
poking holes.
documentary on her own time. She wants realism. I get escape from horror movies, damn it.
Right. Right. Now I don't know where. Oh, we were. Oh, I was
Did she
telling them
like
about
it?
pieces. They said they liked it. Yeah.
Okay.
We're they were a little confused because I was like, the second one picks up like 5 seconds after this one ends. And Trent was
Yeah.
like, "Are you?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm confused how they're gonna do it because it's they made it 6 years later, but it picks up 5 seconds, so she's obviously gonna look a little different." And Trent was like, "Are you sure it's not just like the first 5 seconds and then they're like flash forward 5 years?" I'm like, "No, the whole trailer she's in the wedding dress." So like,
Yeah, it seems to take off just, and I think they did release the reviews yesterday, and they're all really good. So
are
it's supposed to
they?
be solid.
Oh,
Yeah, and the
good.
reason we probably had to wait 6 years is because the two guys that directed it were the ones who did Scream 5 and 6. So they've been a little busy
Right.
recently,
Just a little.
just a
Just a
smidgen.
Wait, do we real quick? We didn't take notes on this, and I know we've texted about it.
Yeah,
Give your takes on it. Scream 7.
Scream 7 sucks, Becca. It's garbage. I give mercy to movies, but it's not bad. It's good. It's like lazy bad. I feel like it's like an AI script is what I felt like when I watched it.
Yeah.
Not my jam. No, I
Yeah.
think it's worse than I think what like before. It's three is people think is the worst one, right?
And is 3 the one with her brother?
Yeah, and it's in Hollywood, and it's like very
Yeah.
much like
They
Hollywood
they're, like,
themed.
making the movie like, they're remaking the movies, they're, like, adding on to the movies and stuff. Stab.
Yes, Courtney Cox's horrible haircut in it.
Yes, yes, the
Yep,
bangs. Yeah.
yep. Nope. That three is a masterpiece compared to seven, in my opinion. A fan of seven, but
Yeah, I do think that
I mean, I went. I didn't have a
obvious
bad time. Yeah, exactly. But it's yeah,
yeah.
it was not my thing.
Wait, have you seen did you go see shit, now what was it called?
Here,
Yeah, Rachel McAdams and Dylan
oh, send
O'Brien.
help.
Yeah, did you see that?
Loved it.
I also was like, first off, I went with a friend and we were the only it was in the recliner seats at the theater in Edwardsville. We're the only people
Okay.
there. Not one other person in the movie theater.
Really?
I was
I went
like,
to a pretty decent screening. It did really well in the box office too.
this was like towards the end of its run, I think, but
Oh, well, that's
still,
even better. You got a private screening, man.
truly, we did. And it was a Tuesday. So we got like a $5 screening for, for a private one, but I also was like, "What is this? What?"
So you know the guy who directed that, right?
No, I didn't
It's
look it
Sam
up.
Raimi. So it's a guy who did Drag Me to Hell,
Okay, that
which is also, I
makes
mean,
sense.
it's pretty cartoonish. Sam Raimi, he does like a lot of cartoonish is the best way for me to explain with like his movies. But he also did like, Evil Dead, which is
Okay.
like one of my favorite movies of all time. That's another one on the top tier list. Not this director, but he's weird. He's
Yeah,
very weird. He
this
also
movie was
directed the
weird.
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies.
I've never seen those.
What?
I don't watch superhero movies.
You didn't like you didn't at 10 years old, Becca didn't watch Spider-Man?
No, I saw Iron Man when we all went to the midnight premiere in high school, but
I don't even remember going with you to that, but well,
otherwise
those are the good
we
ones.
did. But this one, I liked it. I liked the what the
Yeah.
fuck movies. Obviously, I got Midsummer tattoo on my arm. I love the what the I've seen Midsummer so many times, and every time I'm like, "What the fuck am I watching?" But so I like those.
I think you need therapy if you've watched Midsommar more than once.
I am in therapy. I am in therapy. So, I just don't know if I've ever unpacked the fact that I watch it
Yeah, you're
often.
gonna have a couple sessions about that one.
It's so good.
Good. I have the right here. I don't know if you've seen this, but it's the limited edition like book.
Ooh.
And it's
Oh,
like
that's
it's the
cool.
director's cut. It's got like the artwork on it. And they have a little like
Oh,
booklet built into it. Oh, look how beautiful this is.
so
That's the
pretty.
disc too. So like the disc comes out. Yeah, I got like sad little Emogan.
Oh,
What's her name? It's not Emogan Poots. It's the other.
Florence
What's
Pugh?
her name? Lawrence Pugh. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's got like the artwork and stuff like that. And yeah, so it's a very nice release. You should
Oh,
invest in it. Buy your media, Becca.
okay.
These
I will
damn
do that.
streaming services.
I know. But that's what I felt that's how I felt watching Send Help. It wasn't bad. I was just like, what is happening?" My favorite part was when she acted like she was cutting his dick off because that was hilarious.
That was, yeah. The guy, what's the guy in?
Dylan O'Brien is oh god, I don't know what he's let me look it up.
He's Maze Runner, I think, right? I don't know. I never
Yes.
watched those movies. I don't know. He's just like some guy. He's good though. He's like very does a good job of being just like a jackass boss,
Yeah.
like very misogynistic prick. But yeah, he did a good job in it. I thought the performances were very good in it. And yeah, the plot does get pretty crazy though.
The one little complaint, or I guess not even a complaint, but the one little like gripe I have with it is that it was also made for the 4D or the 3D or whatever. Like you could go watch like the 3D version of it in the
Hmm.
and so there were a few parts where I was like, "Oh, this scene was specifically made for 3D." Like
Was it made for 3D?
when she was killing the boar and you could see all of the splatter coming at the screen, I was like, "Oh, that was made
Yeah.
because you can see it in 3D." And then when she vomits on his face,
Oh yeah, it's
dude,
great.
that was I Carrie told me to go see the movie and that was when I texted her. I said, "You didn't warn me about the vomit.
Yes,
You didn't tell me
but
about vomit."
but it's very cartoonish though in a way, and that director does a lot of. It's almost like slapstick, like it's almost like humorous, like how over the top it goes.
Over the
But
top.
yeah, very
Yeah.
over the top. Love it.
Those are the 2 I've seen recently. I'm gonna go see
Have you
Ready or Not
seen
too.
Have you seen 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple?
No, I've never seen any of the I think I've only seen the first one. Was that when we were in high school?
It's like 2003, so it was even before that.
So
But
we
you could just watch 28 Years Later and be fine. You'd be okay. But the Bone Temple one, they made like two movies like within 6 months of each other. But like the one that just came out is excellent, but no one saw it. It's a bummer,
Oh,
but it's
that's
very good.
unfortunate. Okay, I gotta
Yeah.
put that on my list. The
Yep, for sure.
Thing, rewatch The Thing, watch 28 Years Later, Bone Temple, and then my rewatches that I'm always just watching in general, Scream, It. Those are like I put It on after a rom-com. I'm like, I need to cleanse my palate.
You
So
do
let
the new one or the old one?
the new one.
Part one and two?
Yeah, I love Bill Hader. I
I
actually
do
don't know
too.
if I've ever told you, but you remind me of him. Like, I
Huh.
don't know what it is, like the way you talk or your mannerisms or something, but you every time I see him on screen, I'm like, "There's Adam."
I'll take it as a win. Nerdy white guys unite.
I love
Uh
him. He's like one of my
he's
favorite
awesome.
actors.
Yeah, he's great. And that being said, part two I don't like that much
Why?
because if you've read the book, all of the book goes back and forth between the adults and kids, like back and forth. And the stuff with the kids is the best stuff. And they use
Ah,
it all in the first book. And then the second's like the
ah,
leftovers
okay,
is the way I
that's
look at
fair.
it. So not it's okay.
Did you watch Welcome to Derry, the show?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good
That
actually.
was
Yeah, I
good.
thought it was pretty cool. Yeah.
The
I'll be
opening
watching more of
scene
that.
the opening scene of the first episode with the baby flying around in the car, I was like, "Oh god, what are we getting ourselves into?" And then they kill some kids and I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
they
no
definitely
one's
try
safe."
to Yeah, they definitely try to mess with you because they even had the poster for the show before it aired with those kids in it. Like they were
Right.
gonna be like in it the whole thing. And yeah, they definitely tried to do like a nice bait and switch
They did
where
do
they
that.
kind of yeah, it was yeah, so bravo for them. But I thought it was yeah, they actually had the director do a couple episodes. He was like one of the main creators on it too. So yeah, they did a pretty good job with it, I thought.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry, we could just talk all of this all day long. There's so many things. I'm like,
Oh
did
yeah.
you see they're making a prequel to Weapons? Because I'm excited about that. I walked out of there wanting to know more about her.
I'm also a type of guy with horror movies. I don't have to know everything.
Oh, see, I
I,
do.
I feel like if you know too much, it takes the mystery away, right? So yeah, I'll go see it if the main guy's involved, but I'm like, it's just fine without knowing about Aunt Gladys.
Gladys.
Like, the movie's pretty good on its own, I think. But
Oh,
like I said, I'll be down. I'll give
yeah.
any movie a shot, even if I feel like people sometimes are like really hypercritical of movies and they just want to hate stuff immediately. I try to watch anything, even though I don't think I'll like it, but I do try to go in with an open mind.
Same. And I typically am like, I like pretty much everything. I did leave Wuthering Heights thinking this was boring, but
I like that more than Zoe did.
really?
Yeah, no, yeah. So she's read the book. So if you've read that book, that movie just sucks. Like, if
Oh,
you read like people like hating that movie because they like butcher
yeah.
it, and I once again, if you could make something like that and make it your own. I thought the acting was good. I thought like the way it was shot was really good. I thought the lighting was good. I thought the music was incredible to it.
Mhm.
But yeah, it ends up I liked it more than my wife who dragged me to the movie.
Oh
So
my god, that's hilarious. I did like the costumes. I like the outfits in it.
yeah, it's all good. It's
Yeah.
all like shot, like the lighting's good, stuff like that, like the old times kind of thing.
Ye old times. But the whole reason you're here, so if you guys didn't see, I posted on Instagram a couple weeks ago that you all needed to watch The Grudge and Pieces before you listen to this episode so that you can follow along with our thoughts.
So
Do
this
we
is
want
spoilers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're listening to this and you're like, "I wanna avoid spoilers for Pieces that came out 43 years ago, and The Grudge that came out, what, 25 years ago?
It was
20?
2004.
So 21 years
2004, I
ago?
think. Yeah.
I am not sorry.
Yeah,
That's on
even if
you.
you told how many people you think listen to this are actually going to watch these movies even before or after
None
based
of
on
them.
like the covers? All no, none of them. But yeah,
Maybe
I don't
Trent.
know. We're talking to empty room right now,
Mhm.
Becca. No one's going to listen to this
Yeah.
podcast.
Trent might watch Pieces. I told him to watch it.
Okay, I
So,
got faith in him.
yeah, he might watch it, but otherwise, no one. They might have some of them might have seen The Grudge when we were kids.
Yeah, that was a big movie when it came out.
Yeah, that was me and Shelby Eller would watch it all the time, over and over
Do
again.
you remember seeing it in theaters?
I don't know if we saw it in theaters, 'cause we
We
would have
did.
been we did?
We did go see it, yes. And do you know the release date of The Grudge?
Is it my birthday? Is it your
It
birthday?
is your birthday. It
It's
was your
my
birthday weekend,
birthday.
and we all a bunch of us went to the Litchfield movie theater to go. You don't remember this?
No, Adam,
It
I'm
came
telling
out
you, I don't
October
remember much.
22nd in 2004. So on your 13th birthday, this came out.
Oh my god, how
Which I
cute!
remember going because a bunch of us went to the movies. Like, I don't know if like our moms all drove us or something like that, but I do remember that was like the weekend. That was like your birthday thing.
Yeah, October 22nd is my birthday. That is
Well, yeah, we did like that weekend. Yeah, that was like a big thing. And whenever being 13, like, yeah, it kind of the movie scared the shit out of us. I remember.
Yeah, I would assume. I can't
Yeah.
believe we
Well,
went. I can't believe they let us in. Is it only PG-13?
it's only PG-13. That movie theater, I went to see. We would go, and I would have some of our high school friends drop us off, and we would go see hard R movies at 13, 14. They're like, we'll take your money. Come on in, kids. I'll make
Yeah.
sure you buy a lot of snacks. They did not care.
No.
AMC would tackle us if we tried to go pull this off. But no,
AMC
they would
cards
let
me
us.
still.
Yeah, no, they have to. They have like secret shoppers.
Ah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, we literally saw this on your birthday week. I can't believe
Oh
you
my god.
forgot that.
I can't believe
Yep.
I'm telling you,
I
I
knew it
don't
was
remember
I
much.
knew it was around it. I actually looked it up because I couldn't. I knew we saw it in theaters. I do remember that, but I did not know it was. It came back to me after I looked up the date. But
Yeah.
yeah, 13 years old Becca went and saw this with all the Mount Olive people.
I wonder who else went.
I
I'm sure
think it was.
Lisa.
I couldn't tell you.
No, same,
That's
clearly.
that's gone. But I just remember a gaggle of us went, and but yeah, that was
That's
pretty
so
much
fun. I used to make people go because the Paranormal Activities would also come out around my birthday, so I remember making people go to see those.
October. Yep, and
Yeah,
Saw every
and
year.
Saw.
They'd have. Yep, they'd have for 10 years. They had a good
Yes.
run.
Yeah, I think I only
The
saw the
first
first, like, few Saws in theaters.
I think I made it to 6 or 7. My dad would go with me to
Oh my
those.
god, that's so
And I
fun.
think eventually kinda and I took my grandma to a couple. My grandma, actually, I took to go see the first Paranormal Activity in theaters,
Oh my god.
and she loved it. She's, "Wow, that was a scary movie, Adam."
That's a
She was a
scary
trooper, man.
wait, before we dive into The Grudge, what was the first movie do you remember the first scary movie you ever saw?
Like, in theaters or, like, in general?
Either.
No. I if I can guess, like, ones that stick out, I remember what, like, the Children of the Corn movies were on, like, TV a lot.
Yeah.
Have you seen all those?
I've seen the first one.
The second one's awful, but I think like a lot of those used to show a lot, and a lot of like the Chucky movies to watch a lot because those were on Sci-Fi Channel a lot. but it all blurs together. I can't even
Yeah.
remember, honestly. I remember like some movies, like the earliest like ones I saw in theaters. I think I saw like the remake of The Haunting. Do you know that one?
Let me look it
With like
up.
Liam Neeson and like Catherine Zeta-Jones and Owen Wilson are in it. It's a remake of an old haunted house movie, but it sucks.
Oh,
But like,
yes,
yeah,
my mom made me watch it a couple years
I
ago.
think it came out
Yeah.
like 99 or something, but I saw that.
Yeah.
I was probably like 8. And then I remember seeing The Others in theaters
Yes.
with
That
Nicole
was
Kidman. And I was like 10,
Yep, that was one of me and Shelby Eller's
horrifying.
other favorite ones.
Yep. Which is, I mean, pretty messed up movie.
No.
And then I saw another, oh yeah, this is a good one. My mom took me and my sister to go see The Sixth Sense.
In theaters?
Yeah, 1998, I think that was, or 99. So I must have been 8 or 9, and it scared the shit out of me. But I
99. That is
99, yeah.
crazy.
Yep. And I remember, yeah, I just remember just like loving that feeling though. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
like I lost sleep over it. It was like more of a thrill kind of I
Yes.
got out of it. And but yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's good
Oh,
memories.
man, how fun. Okay, so as I said, I have notes, you have notes. I didn't take as many notes with The Grudge just because, I don't know, I've seen
I
it,
think
and
it's
so
for the sake of nostalgia more than anything,
yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
But do you think the movie held up?
I think so. I like it.
Okay. I haven't seen it since I only saw it once in theaters, like that one time.
You've only watched it once?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I've only watched it like the one time. I never like rewatched it. Yeah. So I have not seen it probably in what, 22 years, 21 years, 21 and a
Okay.
half years.
Okay, let me for anyone who's not ever gonna watch it, I'm just gonna read the like synopsis real fast, and then I want your take on it since it was essentially like watching it for the first time again because you've not seen it as an adult.
But yeah, go ahead.
So it's supernatural horror film starring Sarah Michelle Gellar as an American nurse in Tokyo who encounters a vengeful curse born from a violent death in a house, which spreads to anyone who enters, killing them and passing the curse on in a chain of horror. So we enter. The first scenes are this. Is it the nurse first? No. Oh
Yeah, they
no.
jump.
The
Yeah.
first scene is the man throwing himself off the balcony. So
The
that's like
dad from Casper.
yeah.
It's Bill Pullman. Yeah. The
Yeah.
dad from Casper jumps off a building.
Yep. And then you're like, okay, this is what we're doing. So give me your thoughts since I've seen it 500 times. So
Have you seen the original?
once. And it's been a long
Oh,
time.
so I think I've seen the remake or the original a lot more because I actually love the original. I think that's why I haven't rewatched this because I really like the
Ah,
original one. I
okay.
think it's scarier. I think it's just, I don't know. I think it's just they Americanized this one a little
Yeah.
bit. But this
Japanese
is the
horror
same
films are always
director as
scarier, right?
what was that?
Isn't it a Japanese horror film?
Yeah,
And
it's
they're
like
always
Ju-on,
scarier.
The Grudge. Yeah, that was one that like we watched it. Like actually, I showed Zoe it, and she like literally got freaked out. But the cool thing is that it's the same director as the original.
Okay.
So I think that actually is part of why this kind of holds up because like they have a lot of the same crew that like
Mhm.
worked in the original, and they just basically added white American people to it
Right.
and we're like audiences, but there are some like American tropes probably the studio did add, but like a lot of this stuff is similar and there's some really creepy imagery in it that I think holds up, even though I'm more familiar with like the original. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Especially this was around the time when they started just remaking everything. Like
Mhm.
it was I think like starting with like probably The Ring
Yeah.
and like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. For the next 10 to 15 years, it was just remakes of horror movies. That was all. There was nothing original.
Mhm.
But they were good at first and they just progressively got crappier. But this one actually is a pretty decent remake. And actually, if you look at who produced it, it's the guy who directed Send Help. It's Sam Raimi. He produced this. He was like one that actually got this movie made.
It's all a big circle.
Big Circle. Yeah, you
All
nailed it, man.
a
But
big
no, I mean,
circle.
but yeah, I thought it was good. I think I like it's very like minimalistic looking, like all the white, like the beige. Everything
Yeah.
looks like very like bland, like very.
Yes.
It gives it like a creepy effect.
No color.
That no, it's just bland and boring, but it gives it a really creepy kind of effect, especially with like how plain it is, I
Mhm.
think. And then,
Mhm.
but of course, too, like, what are these people dying from, Becca? What kills them?
Well, right. I
They get
they're just scared to death?
they get spooked. They get spooked so bad. It's
They just
croak.
die.
Their hearts explode because they got spooked by some ghosts.
And
But they
it's
are
not even
very freaking creepy, though.
I was about to say the ghosts aren't even that scary.
What? Like I think I don't know. I think they are actually creepy. I think they're creepy, the original, but I do think there is something unsettling about just very pale people just hanging out in an empty, abandoned house. And there's some creepy stuff, I think,
I
in this that I like.
one note I wrote was the special effects, I'm dying because
Oh,
it was like
yeah. Because, yeah, a bit too.
at the end when the dead woman is, like, crawling on Doug, the boyfriend or whatever, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden she looks at Sarah Michelle Gellar and then
Is
she,
it,
like,
is it like a snap
disappears.
zoom or something? Yeah.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden she's in the doorway, and you can tell it's just, like, a head or someone's, like, body, like, on a thing, and then they just, like, lower it down, like, it's just
It's good stuff.
I
I think it
die.
definitely gets less spooky toward the end.
Yes, I think the more you see the woman, the less spooky it is.
Yeah, the stuff with the kid though is
The
pretty
kid was
creepy.
creepy,
The
yes.
creep, and then I think that was something that like I think I. It's funny now that I think about this movie more than anything is like Scary Movie. I think Scary Movie has
Yeah.
ruined this movie because like they made, was it three? Is it three is the one that the whole movie is
I
basically like
think
the Grudge, but they make fun of this movie so hard and heavily in fun of it that I think it takes the piss out of it. But I mean,
yeah,
I remember like seeing this in theaters and just that clicking noise. I can't
yeah,
do it. We all did it in school, I think, for a while. I
yeah,
can't do it. But yeah,
yeah,
it's pretty creepy. And the sound is really scary, I think, in it too.
yes,
There's a really good part where like the idea too of this movie where it's just like you walk in this house and you're dead.
essentially, because it follows you
Death
wherever.
curse. Death
Yeah,
curse house.
yeah,
Like sometimes I've seen like a modern home that's like completely abandoned and the grass is overgrown. I'm like, yeah, that's a death curse house. We're not, you don't want to go in there. You know?
you just die no matter where you go.
Yeah, you're gonna get spooked to death. Yeah,
Yep,
that's exactly it.
they will find
But
you in your
there's
bed in your apartment.
yeah, they're gonna be not only that, they're gonna be like underneath your sheets.
Yeah,
There's
and
that
then you're
really
gonna just
creepy part where that
disappear
yeah,
into the bed.
that's it. Then
That's
some
it.
people do, and then that's weird too, because some people disappear, and then some are just like, nope, they're
Comatose.
dead. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're toast. So it's a little consistent, but
yeah,
I do think this movie is kind of a little spooky, like for what it is. Compared to
I
like all the
agree.
other remakes,
Yeah,
uh, holds up. But I was
yeah,
gonna say there's a part, do you remember the one where it's like the one lady's on the elevator
mhm,
and like it's going floor to floor and
yes,
like the
the
boy, I
kid,
think, right? He's on like the next
mhm,
floor and it's going up. There's some creepy effects and the stuff they do with even like phone calls and stuff like that. Like
yeah,
they do a good job of like catching you off guard. Like it's not always like the same,
right, right,
you know,
right,
like it's at least like original, like every kind of scare or death or whatever, like it is. They mix it up for everyone.
yeah,
Um,
that's
but yeah,
fair.
like I
It's
said, I
good.
mean, yeah, I say it deserves to exist for a remake.
The Grudge, we finished that one, it was good. There were a couple notes that I was like, because I took notes while things were going on, and I was like,
Yeah,
"Why isn't Karen comatose? Where'd the blonde lady go? Oh, now we're showing up in bus windows, and now we're in her hair." Like,
it's a little.
there's it's all over the
It's.
place.
I would say the movie's almost like dreamlike,
Mhm.
where it doesn't make sense, but it works.
But it
Y-
because it doesn't make sense, it keeps you on your toes because you never
Yeah,
know where the person's gonna show up.
Becca, I don't need a prequel movie to The Grudge that shows every little thing, what happened to every single character in this movie, or what they were doing before they got spooked to death. You don't need it.
Because the movie tells you what happened and why the lady is so mad
I guess.
because her husband snapped and
Yeah,
killed
the
her and the
backstory is
kid
pretty
has
jacked
a
up.
cat.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Oh
drowned
yeah,
the cat.
am I remembering this correctly? There's a really creepy part where they have the faces from the photographs like cut
Mhm,
out and they're like
mhm.
put all over like a wall. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty creepy. Like visuals, like pretty icky.
Yeah, I think because they didn't get to have so many, like, special effects like we do now, like, you had to get creative back then with your, like, creep
Yeah.
factor, and So it also made it more real because
Yeah.
you had
You
to
didn't
cut
have just
things out of
computer slop
right,
everywhere.
right. You didn't have the ability to just vomit all over some man's face or act like you're cutting his penis off.
Computerized. Yeah, exactly. That's what the
How
Grudge needed.
so funny. Well, yeah, that man who killed his family needed his penis cut off. Correct.
Yeah, those scenes were creepy too.
Yeah, it all and then also I was like, what happened to the grandma that everyone was taking care of who was
Oh,
comatose?
she got spooked to death, didn't she?
Did she because she was
Yeah,
comatose because she was spooked? Why
yeah,
was the lady
they
killing some but not others?
I don't know. It's like more of they let her like they killed her last or something. There's it makes no sense. We'll be talking for 5 years trying to figure out
Yeah.
why the order of like people getting murdered is because it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. Anyway, that's The Grudge, and
The Grudge.
if you haven't watched it, you should all watch it, and then if you haven't watched the original, you should watch the original, and I need to rewatch the original because 'cause it's been a long
It's on
time.
Shutter.
Okay, cool. I got logged in, so I have
Yeah.
it. Okay, perfect. Okay, so the next one is one that I've never seen, had never even heard of, and when Adam suggested that I watch it, I thought, "This one's gonna be fucked," and I was correct.
From the poster, probably alone.
Cor
Um,
correct. Yes.
yeah.
It's called Pieces, and Pieces is a notorious Spanish American slasher film about a killer who murders college women in Boston to collect body parts to assemble a human jigsaw puzzle in the shape of his mother, whom he killed as a child. Known for its over the top gore, nudity, and bizarre elements like a kung fu attack, which I was like, where did this come from? It became a cult classic and was infamous in the UK during the Video Nasty controversy. So I have lots of notes for this one because I was
Oh
like,
yeah. So very because it's interesting.
I my first note is I'm immediately nervous without even pressing play. And then as the movie went on, I was like, I know why Adam suggested this one. Like this one is just like a what the fuck. First off, there's
Were
so
you
many
entertained?
yeah. When I
Yeah. Oh
say this
yeah. It's
movie
a
was
great
like, "What the
time.
fuck?" I love those kinds of movies. Again,
Yep.
obviously,
This is
mixed
the kind of stuff I seek out. Like it's a special. I saw this in college, like the first time, and but yeah, I remember seeing it. It was like a movie theater in St. Louis where like they used to show like really weird double features, like on tape,
oh my
and
god,
like
how
they played
fun.
this and another good one. And I remember just like laughing hysterically
Yes.
during it. But it's not scary, but it's very it's sleazy, it's
Yep.
hilarious, it's violent. There's a lot of boobs in it.
So many
It
boobs.
is a crazy movie.
Yep.
But yeah, it's one of my favorites. In fact, I have the Blu-ray right here.
Of course you
It's
do.
yeah, it's a special edition, and on top of that, there's the other. I think that's the main
There's
poster.
yeah, that is the main
But
poster.
you're gonna have to censor this out, but I'm gonna cover it. But I actually have the it comes
The
with
puzzle!
the puzzle, because it and for anyone that hasn't, I guess we're talking. No one's gonna watch this fucking movie. But anyway, so the plot of this movie, it starts off where this kid is making like a pornographic jigsaw puzzle that I just showed you, where it's like a naked lady. So in the 1940s, they didn't have Playboys; they had jigsaw puzzles, and the mom thinks he's like a little sex pervert, and I
Yep.
guess he is. But the
Yep.
little sex pervert kid like snaps because the mom takes away his jigsaw puzzle. He just snaps, and
He
he's crazy
truly
because he's looking at just pornographic puzzles.
yeah.
It's how they did it back in the day. And so like his mom's, which I laugh because like it goes like his mom looking at his toy box and she's like looking at every like jigsaw puzzle. He's got like a shit ton of puzzles in there apparently.
Who's
And
buying
then
puzzles?
I don't know how he got the pornographic sex pervert puzzle. I mean, he got it. I don't know.
I said, "Is this dubbed?" Because I didn't realize it was
It
this
is dubbed. I think
I
it's
didn't realize
Spanish.
that.
I
Yes.
think the
Yeah.
director is Spanish, and I've only seen the dub version, but I think the voiceover with the dub actually makes it funnier,
Yes.
and makes it more like campy. And I think like when people try to like make fun of slashers, like this is the type of movie they're making fun of.
Right, right. And then I said, "Why is the mom so mean?" And then I said, "Oh my god, right off the bat, huh?" And then I was like, "Oh, the naked puzzle." And then I said, "What movie did Adam get me to watch?"
Yeah, I tell you, man, you got to watch these now. We got where the internet to worry about. But like back then, you got these jigsaw
Right,
puzzles.
right. And
But
then
yeah, and so
we
sorry, go ahead.
flash forward. No, go ahead.
But I was gonna say, yeah, the kid like sneaks up with the freaking axe out of nowhere
Where did he
and
get
like
that
chop.
axe?
I don't know. She was digging for puzzles a while. She might have, I don't know, went to the
He
shed or
was
something.
big mad. He was
Yep,
very mad
he's
at his
bad. It's
mom.
like no one takes my sex pervert puzzle.
Correct. Of this fully nude woman. Like, you can even see her bush on the
Yeah,
in the
I
puzzle.
covered that in case you wanted to show.
Right,
But yeah, this
right.
puzzle has the bush and all. It's all on
Yes.
there, which is nice. I don't think the later editions came with this puzzle, so it's probably worth money.
Probably is,
Yeah,
honestly.
I better not look at it too long. I might become a serial killer, and I'm gonna put that away.
It's
But
cursed as well.
what did you think of the gore?
I was dying. There was one scene. First off, they like cut a woman's head off, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What is
And you
that?
forgot to mention too how he's getting the pieces is a chainsaw,
Right.
which pretty graphic like effects,
Yes.
like a lot of squirting blood. It's
A lot.
very heavy on it, which I love.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. It's the 80s, early 80s. So it's very obviously fake blood.
yeah, but I just love like that practical, just fake stuff like that. But
But there was a scene, he stabs a woman during this scene, and she's in, it's like a pool or something, like a small pool.
was
There's a
that the
bunch of,
waterbed?
yeah, that's what it was, a waterbed. And it,
Which do you? Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was dying because he's like stabbing her, but he's really stabbing next to her in the pool.
Yeah.
But then it's like the
Yep.
blood is coming up, but because he's supposed to be stabbing her, but he's not stabbing her.
And I think that's one too, where he like stabs her in like the
Hilarious.
back of the head, and there's like a fake knife that comes out of her mouth.
Yes, I did.
One.
I said, "Oh, we got a stab through the head. I am impressed."
Yeah, there's a pretty creative with that. But the movie is itself though, it is as a whole like a classic like who done it, which is like all slasher movies. It's like a classic murder mystery,
Yeah,
but
I
they amp the
knew who
gore
did
and the
it.
boobs up. Yeah, did you know who did it?
Immediately, I said, "The headmaster touched the chainsaw on purpose."
Right. Well, and then they have a very menacing. It's the guy who plays the bad guy in the Popeye movie, but they have a very menacing large man.
Oh,
Oh,
the
I bet he
gardener.
did it.
Yeah,
Everyone thinks, oh, the gardener did it, or the
right,
anatomy professor did it. But it's like
right.
obviously it's not that. But
Yes.
yeah, it's a classic murder mystery who done it. But the way they do a lot of foreshadowing. So I don't know
Mhm.
if you remember it, but there's a part early in the movie where like it's like the horny teenagers, but there's nothing like smoking pot and having sex on a waterbed.
Yeah.
There's like a random, yeah, but that's the girl who ends up dying on the
Yeah.
waterbed.
Yeah.
So they do like really decent foreshadowing or like parts where like
Yeah.
they'll have these college girls or whatever, and it's from the point of view of the killer, but it's for instance like the one of them's doing like jazzercise and she's doing leg kicks. So the killer
Right.
like wants her legs for his ultimate woman he's
Yes.
trying to glue together. So I mean, they do some pretty clever stuff like that. But
And that kill, I was like, "Oh, wow, there's a lot of
the what
blood."
one?
The one where he cuts her in half, and she's
Oh
left in the
yeah,
bathroom. The top half of her is left in the bathroom.
yeah, the tennis player, and they have that weird music going
Yeah,
on
and her
over and over
boyfriend or
again.
some guy finds her because 'cause they're also trying to get you to
Yes,
think it might be him because he's, like, with these girls at some different points.
yeah. So there's like this guy, and he's like a college kid, but he actually becomes more of a detective than the police officers. There's like a part where like he finds a dead body, and then like the other police officers are like throwing up, they can't handle it. He's like, oh, go get help. So he's like more of a detective than like the police are in it.
Yeah.
It's very bizarre,
It
but
was
yeah,
so
it's a doozy of a
good.
movie.
It
Yeah,
was a
I
doozy.
mean,
I enjoyed it. I would watch
well,
it again.
I'm trying to think if there's any other like crazy. Oh, I was gonna say this: the part with that where the lady gets cut in half. There's a part where she's like standing in a bathroom door, and she's, oh, I hope he doesn't get in here, and like a chainsaw goes through the door, like right
Yes.
next to her. I read that was actually like a real chainsaw. That was like real,
What if they
and
would've hit
like her
her?
reaction. Yeah, no, this is the '80s, and
True.
whatever they made this movie, but they just did like crazy wild shit like that, where her reaction's actually genuine.
Yeah. Oh my
But
god. That's
but
terrifying.
But yeah, everyone needs to go watch Pieces. It works better if you watch it with friends, and if you like the drink, have a beer or two with it. You'll have a couple
Right.
laughs. It's a
Or an
good time.
edible.
That'll probably do it. Yeah.
Yep, that would do it. I also at one point I said everyone is sus and weird in this movie.
Gotta and it's I don't know if the late 80s or the early 80s were different, but these college kids are just walking around like locked doors and just hanging out in places they shouldn't be. Like there's
Yeah.
no locks anywhere. And it's just like such a bizarre kind of world,
There
you
was
know?
also when the headmaster drugged the woman that was at his house, and then she can't move, but she like her eyes can move or whatever.
Yeah, he
The end.
paralyzed her with paralyzing drug he
Yes.
just happened to have. Yeah.
But I was dying laughing because after the police all come in and then there's that like little fight scene with the headmaster and the one cop, and then they shoot and kill the headmaster. And then all the cops are standing over him, and Mary's just alone on the couch, and then all the cops
Just
just
hanging
start to
out.
leave. I'm like,
I
what
do
are
remember
you
that
doing?
too. So yeah, it's like the cops are like, we're gonna go do paperwork, and they all leave, but literally like the knocked out woman, no medical attention at all, and like the young college kid, and then
It's
and
like,
I
what are
also
we
laughed too that he was just hiding behind the drapes. It didn't
Yes.
even look. They didn't even look at all. These cops suck.
And then the dead woman comes out of the bookshelf, and in all
Yes.
caps, I said, "I'm laughing so hard. Of course her boobs are out.
Yes.
Of course
Yep.
her
Oh yeah.
boobs
That
right to his
the,
face."
he at the end of the movie after the detective who smokes cigars all the time shoots the killer and it's a happy ending and they're like searching around and they open up a door and then yeah the sex pervert puzzle superwoman he's been
Yep.
building is then just I don't know just there and just falls over and they use like it's obviously it's not a bunch of body parts but it's like they did really
Right.
good makeup though because it's like they have her head like purple or like
Yes.
blue and
Yeah,
then
she
like
was
they
like
have like
blue.
stitch marks and they use like different limbs, like different like paint color to make it
Mhm.
look like it was like different pieces glued together. But
It was
I did tell you, Becca, that when you watch this is probably one of my favorite horror movie endings of all
really
time. Love
why?
it. I laugh. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. So if anyone has not if the plans on watching this movie, don't just stop now because it's you gotta watch it to see it. But basically,
I died.
sorry, yeah, it's hilarious. But yeah, basically the body, like they're gonna take it out. It's all a happy ending. And then like the college kid, he's oh, I forgot my jacket. And so he reaches to get his jacket. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the body becomes alive, and you see a hand go up, literally grabs his junk and just crunches it. Just
And makes him
explodes.
bleed through his
Yeah,
jeans. I'm
it like just
like,
grabbing it, just like clawing at it, like death gripping him, like it's just gone. And then that's it. Roll credits. Like it's the movie.
what was that? There was like
Yeah.
someone was like, "You know what? At the last minute, I have a great idea for the last 30 seconds of this
Well, it's like
movie."
all of a sudden it becomes like a supernatural thing. What the hell is this? Like it's so out of nowhere with the rest of the movie.
Right, right.
So
She's
seeing it in a
dead.
full house, small theater when we watched this the first time,
Mhm.
it was like we were watching a comedy. Everyone was just rolling. It's a very great movie to watch with a bunch of people. Have a shitty horror movie night in Halloween.
God, I was like, "Oh, I thought we were done, but I guess we weren't." And
Just
then through his jeans. What do you mean she just scratched the shit out of his crotch
it's like
through
oh yeah,
his
it's like
jeans?
scratch and then it's like crunch, but
And then I'm like, "Wait, this isn't even an alive person." Like this a
uh,
person wasn't even alive to
we
begin with because it's
see
just a
we
bunch of people.
right. We need like a sequel now, Becca, to explain what
Yes.
happened. You know what I mean? Like
Is
we
it
need like a
Frankenstein?
prequel. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe it's The Bride, the new movie that's coming out. That's the sequel.
Oh, so that's a sequel to Pieces, huh?
Uh-huh. We figured it out.
God.
Oh, man. That was a good one. I'm glad you suggested it.
Yeah, I
And
got an infinite arsenal of just really weird, shitty horror movies. If you need
yes,
more,
you do.
just hit me up, okay?
Yeah, I'm aware that you do. Adam and I have also gone only one time now, but hoping maybe this year we'll do a second round of an all-day movie marathon in a movie theater. I found my limit might be about 9 to 10 hours sitting in a movie theater
It's a
watching
lot.
movies. What did it last? 13 hours? I missed the last 2 movies, I think.
We bailed early too because I was tired, but
Yeah.
I think it's 12 movies.
No, it was
No, that
6.
can't be right.
It was
That can't be
2
right. I
with a
think it was
break,
8.
8 with a okay.
It was 8 with intermission between 2 movies,
Yeah.
but that I think we stayed for like half, maybe 6 or 5. I don't know, but after a while, man, it's like you gotta worry about a risk of blood clots.
Right.
Like it's a medical hazard to sit and watch that many. You're gonna get like bed sores from watching that many movies in a row.
Yeah, and then it's like a theme. So, like, it said horror, but then the movies were all, like, around a theme, and weren't they all, like, Jackie Chan type movies? What are those called?
What's that?
What was the theme of the ones we watched?
I don't know. It's like every 2 movies had a theme, so they constantly switch it. I don't know. They just get movies and they play them for better or
Yes.
worse.
Yeah. But it was
But
fun. I
I
enjoyed it.
yeah, I'm glad you went. Like I said, it was on a
Yeah.
whim. I think we had an extra ticket. I'm like, I know someone that
Yep.
likes horror movies.
Yep. And then Zoe was probably glad that I was there too, because she wasn't alone as the only female in your group.
Yeah, in a swarm of a bunch of just white
Stinky
sweaty
boys.
dudes. Yeah, you
Yeah.
got it. That's horror buffs. They were all stinky dudes. You
Yep.
know.
You are. You're
Yep.
all smelly boys.
That's
But
it.
man, okay, come back on anytime to watch scary movies and talk about them. Obviously, there are so many that we could talk about.
Yeah, I'll come back on Halloween or something.
Yeah, and Scary Movie, the next Scary Movie is coming out, so I
Yep.
gotta go watch that. That'll be good. That's not actually a scary movie, but yeah, it'll be good. We could talk Stranger Things. I sobbed at the end of that one because of course I did. And
Did I what?
did you sob at the end of Stranger Things? Because I did.
Oh no, I don't know. I was kind of by the time Stranger Things was over, I was over it.
Oh
Maybe that's bad.
man.
I don't
Uh,
know. I think the with Stranger Things, I think the stuff where they wrap it up with the big bad guy, I thought was very like too CGI heavy.
ah,
And not, but I think it did a good job wrapping it up. But no, I did not sob.
I
I'm
did. And
heartless. Yeah.
I went and saw it in the theater, and my friend was sitting next to me, and she was laughing at me for sobbing, so but yeah, we could talk movies and TV all day long, but I don't wanna keep you any longer on your Saturday. Thank you so much for coming on and talking. This was so fun, and it's a little
Yeah.
shakeup from my other episodes. We don't
Am I the
usually
first dude you've had on this podcast?
You're the first dude this time around because I took a year off. So you're
Hiatus.
Yes. I had
Awesome.
life going on, but you're the
We're all
first
busy.
dude this time. So and you should feel special because it's during Women's History Month, so
I feel honored.
yeah.
There's nothing that helps with the Women's History Month besides a white nerd talking about horror movies. It's really doing it right, Becca. Way to
It is.
go.
This is how we do things over here. Yep. This is how we
Yeah.
honor the women. Talking about a movie that watches
Yeah.
them get splashed.
Misogynistic horror movies. We're
Yep.
just
Anyway, thank you so much, and I will see you soon, hopefully, and I will catch everyone who's listening on the next one. Bye, everyone.